Hello, my name is Dr. Anthony F. Swary, doctoral strategist, researcher, educator, and founder of the Global Network of Doctoral Professionals. We are based in Minnesota. Thank you for joining me for another episode where I help doctoral students become more confident and successful researchers. Today's question is one I hear all the time from doctoral students. Dr. Swary, what's the difference between research methodology and research methods? These two terms are often confused, but they are not the same. By the end of this video, you will clearly understand the difference and know exactly when to use each one. Let's get started. What is research methodology? Think of research methodology as the big picture or the blueprint for the study. Research methodology is the overall framework that guides your research. It explains why you chose a particular research approach and design. For example, if you want to understand people's lived experiences, you might choose a qualitative phenomenological design. If you want to examine the relationship between two variables, you might choose a quantitative correlational design. Your methodology explains why those choices are the best fit for answering your research questions. Now, what are research methods? Research methods are the specific steps you take to conduct your study. They explain how you collect and analyze your data. Your methods might include interviews, surveys, statistical analysis, thematic analysis. In other words, methods are the practical techniques you use to answer your research questions. Here's the easiest way to remember the difference. Think about it this way. Research methodology explains the why. Research methods explain how. Methodology answers questions like, why did I choose this approach? Why is this research design appropriate for my study? Methods answer questions like, how will I collect my data? How will I analyze my findings? If you remember those two words, why and how, you will never confuse methodology and methods again. Simple example. Let's say you are studying the lived experiences of first-generation college students. Because you want to understand their experiences, you chose a qualitative phenomenological design. That's your methodology because it explains why you selected that approach. Next, you recruit participants, conduct interviews, transcribe the interviews, and analyze the data using thematic analysis. Those are your methods because they explain how you conducted the study. One final analogy. Imagine you are building your house. Before construction begins, you need a blueprint. Yes, so your blueprint for the house is your methodology. Then the builders use hammers, saws, measuring tapes, and other tools to build a house. Those tools are your research methods. The blueprint explains why the house is built the way it is. The tools explain how the house is built. Research works exactly the same way. To conclude, remember this simple formula. When it's research methodology, it explains why. When it's research methods, it explains how. Once you understand that difference, writing your methodology chapter becomes much easier. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and follow for more doctoral success tips. I will see you in the next video. I'm Dr. Swary.